One day at school, I met this girl named Jenny. She seemed normal enough. We spent a lot of time goofing off in photography class, and slacked off a lot. But one day, all that changed. At first, it just seemed like another normal day at school. The weather was nice, and we decided to go take some random pictures. We headed outside with the camera, and were wandering around the school campus, looking for some stuff to take pictures of. Since Jenny's grades stank so much, she was hopelessly behind in class, I told her that she might need to get serious and actually get some work done. She just looked at me and laughed. I thought this was a little strange of her, but since she was probably high on crack most of the time, I just ignored it. She ended up taking a lot of pictures. Some of the surroundings of the school campus, and the flowers, and the birds, and some of me. Came back to the classroom and loaded the pictures onto the computer. I asked her to look at some of the pictures on the computer, but Jenny just looked at me again and laughed. But this time, her laughter didn't sound happy. It sounded kind of evil. I decided she was really high, and probably would return to normal when she was sober. Then the bell rang, and we left for lunch. The next day, I came to class and noticed that Jenny wasn't there that day. I decided she'd probably ditch school again, since she did that frequently. I was extremely bored that day and just sat in front of a computer looking at funny pictures on the internet. Then I thought of the pictures Jenny took the other day and decided to look through them, because I was curious and bored. I was looking through the files on the computer and searched for the pictures, but I couldn't find them. Weird, I thought, since I remembered Jenny saved them earlier. Suddenly, I noticed a random file on the desktop labeled "Don't Turn Around." I got curious and decided to look at it. Opened the file of the pictures, and noticed there were pictures that Jenny took yesterday, except there was something wrong about the pictures. I couldn't quite figure out what was wrong with them though. They seemed normal enough. Shots of flowers in the school campus, except something felt wrong. I scrolled through the pictures, and it finally came to the picture of me. I was standing in front of the vending machine at school, making peace signs with my hands, making a stereotypical happy Asian pose, except behind me was something. I couldn't quite make it out. It was deep red, a blurred figure. It appeared to be moving back so fast that I couldn't even make it out. Confused, I scratched my head and moved on. The rest of the pictures appeared to be normal, except for the picture that I was in. There was that figure again, too blurry to make out. I thought it was weird, but it was probably Jenny playing a prank on me, except it didn't seem right, because Jenny wouldn't have had the time to Photoshop the pictures after she'd loaded them onto the computer yesterday. I then decided to save my pictures to my USB so I could take them home and edit them. Later that day at home, I took my USB and plugged it into my computer. I opened the files and saw the pictures again. It felt like there was something wrong with them. I scrolled to the picture of me standing in front of the vending machine. The figure was even closer to me. Thoroughly creeped out, I decided to zoom into the image. The figure was slightly clearer this time, and I saw that it was a girl, although she had a reddish glow around her, and the creepiest smile I've ever seen. Other than her creepy smile and reddish glow, the figure was still blurry to make out. I was extremely scared and ejected the USB and decided to go to sleep. I decided I was probably seeing things, because I was tired and didn't get much sleep last night. The next day, I went to school. Jenny wasn't there still. I wondered where she was. Probably off somewhere, enjoying her life, while I rotted in school, I thought. Again, I decided to plug in my USB and view the pictures. Convinced that yesterday was just a delusion, I scrolled to the picture with me in front of the vending machine again. There was nobody behind me. I was thoroughly convinced that I probably imagined everything yesterday. I decided to delete the picture, since it still kind of creeped me out. When it was erased from my USB and the hard drive of the computer, I felt much better. Later that night, I plugged my USB into my computer to retrieve some files for English class. I felt a chill run down my back when I saw that the file was still there. Slowly, with shaking fingers, I clicked on the icon and opened the file. I knew I couldn't resist it. I had to scroll down the picture, with me standing in front of the vending machine. This time there was no mistaking what the figure was. Jenny standing right behind me, a wicked smile on her face, gripping my shoulders with her hands. She was completely different. The red aurora was so strong, it was almost blinding. Her clothes were tattered, and lathery black wings sprouted from her back. Her pupils were black, radiating evil. Her teeth were razor sharp, and her fingernails, they were long and overgrown, almost like claws. Gulping, I looked to her head and saw 2 bloodied thorns growing from the top of her head. She had a tail which ended in a sharp point. She was truly a demon from hell. Tensing, I felt 2 hands grip my shoulders. Gulping, I looked at them and saw the overgrown fingernails from the picture. I slowly turned around. The last thing I ever heard was, "I told you not to turn around." Yeah, it's official. Wizard Plays is a thing. I have the first video up, which is the top 10 my scariest, or the top 10 video game related creepypastas that scared me the most. That's the first video. And on the creepypasta Wizard Plays, there's going to be gameplay, obviously, and top 10 lists. And I think top 10 lists will be a big seller as far as views go, hopefully. So yeah, check that out. I already got my first top 10 list up.